Yo, what's up everybody? How's it going? Today we are playing Infinity Tactics Arena, which is a game created by Game Sky. This is a relatively new mode that's been fairly popular, particularly I think in the Chinese space it's popular because whenever I try to queue this mode it takes me a little while to find a match. This mode is an auto chess in the lines of Atomic War, and when I say in the lines of Atomic War, I mean it is Atomic War. This is pretty much just a copy-paste job of Atomic War with some changes. I don't know how we feel about that, you know, what blurs the line of plagiarism here. But yeah, it's Atomic War. Atomic War, in case you don't know, is a different custom game in the arcade that is very fun. I really like Atomic War. I played a lot, but you can see Atomic War is made by somebody else. So yeah, anyway. I had a couple of people request that I show how this game mode works, that I make a video on it. So that's why I'm doing it, but don't expect more of it in the future. You're gonna see why. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed, and let's get right into the video. Hello friends, here we are. Sorry that I'm floating in the center of the screen like this, but it'll make sense eventually, all right? So, we get to ban a character, first of all, right? So we probably want to ban Disruptor because he's stupid and broken and we hate Disruptor. And then down here there are some heroes that could be enabled if you have some sort of plus thing, and down there are the 6-star items of the game. Again, this is all very Atomic War. If you've played Atomic War before, if you like Atomic War like I do, then you know this is Atomic War. Then we have this, where we can select a lord, we can select a character. We have Crystal Maiden over there, Putch here, and then I'm pretty sure this is an AI-generated Rubik, which I'm not really sure why there is an AI-generated Rubik, but alright. This also looks like an AI-generated Bloodseeker and Dictator, who's just a dude. Anyway, let's get Crystal Maiden, I guess. It's just at least it's a Dota hero, you know. At least it's a Dota hero. Anyway, so here we are. We gotta get ourselves a character. I think we'll just kind of pick Putch. Because Putch is really good. We can position heroes on this grid, so we can kind of like place them wherever we want. And here's our shop. Now, you may notice that our characters have this little icon. That's because in this game mode, your characters have synergies. So Putch is a tank, which it says here, origins of tank, which gives synergies if we have certain total levels of this. So our current total tank level is 6. And if we want to increase that, we need to get more tanks. I think that much makes sense. So maybe roll once. We didn't get a tank. It's kind of a shame. We got a tiny though. Tiny is fun. Do we want tiny? Well, let's get Witch Doctor. Witch Doctor is just such a good character in these kinds of modes. We got equipment treasure. We can use this to get an equipment. This is not great, but it is something. I guess we'll take it. Once we go into battle, we fight units. I think you can see how it works, right? It's pretty straightforward. We just kind of like punch things, and you try to make it through the fight while your units survive and your opponent's units die. Now, I have to say, I didn't actually look at what Crystal Maiden does. Well, we get a selection of something here, where we get to pick a permanent upgrade that we have for the entire game. I don't want this. Mage power. Ooh, we could get a mage, but I don't have a mage right now, so that's not ideal. Accumulated 20 store refreshes. Store refreshes cost -1. Or refresh the store with a higher probability. Interesting. But let's get this. Let's make our store refreshes free after 20 of them. That sounds pretty good. Get an equipment. Sure, get a solar crest. Why not? There's some dudes. We have refreshes that we want to use ideally, right? So let's use some refreshes. Wisp, Sniper, Tiny. Oh, well, I guess let's just get a Tiny. So let's read this really quick. Friendly heroes recover 1% of the maximum mana per second, which doubles when their mana drops below 40%. When enemy heroes receive magic damage, there's a 30% chance they are frozen for 1.5 seconds. The frozen units are immune to freezing for 5 seconds. Okay. So it seems to me like Putch is good, and Witch Doctor are good with this as well. Since when enemy heroes receive magic damage, these two heroes constantly deal magic damage. That makes sense, right? That seems like a good fit. Alright. We go ahead and win this fight. Then we get ourselves a Witch Doctor. That's very good. So, we now have Origin of Auxiliary, right? You can see here. It's kind of like the support origin, I guess. And you can see we now have 10 points into it because we have leveled up the Witch Doctor by getting a second Witch Doctor. I'm going to go ahead and get this Winter Wyvern too. So now we have... also, Winter Wyvern is generally a pretty nice frontliner. We can just throw out Winter's Curse. But now we have a level 16 here because we've got this Winter Wyvern. And we can level up units by buying more of those units and then they become more powerful. It's Atomic War. This is plagiarism, pretty much. Like, there is, I guess, like, it's hard to say where the line is, right? To me, this is past the line. This isn't just a game mode that's iterating on a previous idea. No, this is a game mode that copied a previous idea and has made minor changes to it. That's just kind of, I guess that's how it is, right? Alright, let's go and level this up. I'm going to get the Witch Doctor to level 14, so we are 20 now. We get our first bonus. Restore 2% mana and 1% health to friendly units every 2 seconds. The maximum is 70. For that, we need 3 units of that tribe, because the highest level a unit can be is 30. Although there are ways to get another 10 points, so we only need, you know, 60 total, so we can max it out with 2 units. But it's generally easier if you have 3, so we're going to go for 3 of these. Does the original Atomic War still exist? Yeah. I played it earlier today. It's great. I like Atomic War. It's really good. It's really fun. Go play Atomic War. I mean, you can play this too, but just know that it's kind of plagiarism. I'm not going to play it any more than this. I'm just making a video on it because people requested it. So, you know. Anyway. Okay. We're going to go ahead and do some damage here. We do have to figure out what we're doing. I think the Winter Wyvern is going to be fine as a frontliner. We can have the Putch like on the side. Probably want another tank. So you can see this right here. This would increase our warrior level. But I don't think we want this. I don't think I want this either. Can I reroll this? No. Activating level 70 origins. We get plus 20% damage bonus and plus 10% damage reduction. That seems all right. Ooh, but I don't know if that's gonna work properly. Let's fucking roll this. Generate a supernova in preparation area. Heroes in it have a 25% chance to level up to 4. Level up by 4 levels. Let's just get this, why not? So, we roll here. There's another Witch Doctor. That's good. I think we get rid of the Tiny so we can buy this Bristleback, because that gives us tank, which we like. Because we do need tanks, right? I think that makes sense. And then we buy another ability. I'm not sure what ability we necessarily want. Or maybe we just get an item for now. Let's just get a Maelstrom. Now, this mod has made a couple of changes to Atomic War, right? So we have this sort of... what are they called in TFT? I mean, that's where the idea is from, right? Why, it's not that unique an idea. I don't want to be too harsh there, right? It's not like TFT augments. They're called augments in TFT. It's not like TFT came up with that. But yeah, you've got your little augments here, and then you have your synergies. So that's kind of like the thing there. And you get like these items here occasionally, where you can get like fancy little items that give you some additional resources, which isn't too bad. We have a level 22 Witch Doctor. I just saw that. Another thing is that in this mode, you can see that every hero has an empty ability grid. So that means that every hero can equip an additional ability on top of their normal abilities, and we can swap out their normal abilities. And we can buy ultimates in the shop. So we can buy 2, we can have 2 ultimates on 1 unit. But that's the maximum. We can only have 2. Hey, Udarin, thanks for the 43 months. Appreciate that very much. Alright, we've got a little baby neon beast. That's because of our summoner hat. Although we don't have any summoners, but we might be able to get some. We'll see. Alright, there's Bristleback. That's good. Okay, we have 7 gold. You can see our gold down here, by the way. It's a bit difficult to spot, in my opinion. Do we want Wisp? We can do IO hooked up to the Bristleback. It's a lot of healing. Why not? Let's try it. Let's try it. Let's make the Bristleback one of our main units here. And then we can get probably a Paladin Sword, some Spell Eye Steel. That seems alright. So let's see. I hope this works the way I want it to. That these two link up. Does IO have... Yes. Returns Wisp and a linked hero back to the Void and restores their health in 2 seconds. And the Void Wisp and a linked hero can act normally. So, this is what I mean with this mod is plagiarism. right? So Io's ultimate doesn't really work so well in this style of mode because it just doesn't really make a lot of sense. But Io as a whole works pretty nicely, so it makes sense to me why, you know, developers would want Io in the mode. So what the developers for Atomic War did is they came up with a new ultimate for Io, and this mode just has the same ultimate. It's just the same one. It's the exact same ultimate. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't want to keep going on about this, though. I don't know if these developers are connected, right? It's not the same developers. I can tell that much. At least not this account is the same. So maybe they are the same, but I really couldn't tell you. So we'll just leave it at that, all right? You've got my opinion on this situation out of the way. We don't need to keep talking about it. Level 26 Witch Doctor. God damn, look at this guy. It's huge. Well, I mean, that's great. We can definitely get some value out of that.
I am Baumi from the future, and I'm here to tell you, you need to save the planet! And the only way you can do it is by leaving a like on the video. Oh no.
That's 38 levels of auxiliary, which now makes it so when releasing a skill, the friendly hero randomly gains an effect that lasts for 5 seconds. Damage bonus, damage reduction, and a health shield. Also, this is why I mean, Wyvern is just a god. A goddess, I suppose. Yeah, she's so good. Okay, the Witch Doctor Ward maybe didn't get the most value it could have, but we are fine. We're hanging in there just okay. I do have to say that whenever they cast a spell, does this go for every allied hero? Because if so, that would be kind of crazy for the Bristleback, right? That would be kind of insane. Alright then. Well, we're just kind of gonna level up. The max shop level is 6, which is where you can find all of the really broken stuff. What is this? I got an item. 25% chance of a free refresh when restoring the store. No, we don't need this. We don't need origins for warriors. That's not good. Friendly heroes are immune to fatal damage for 1 second and recover 15% of the maximum health. Oh man, we can get minus 18% damage and plus 30% damage reduction, or plus 11% damage and minus 30% damage reduction. Although, can I just say, I hate that the glass cannon one makes us take less damage and the rock armor makes us take more. I think I'm gonna go with this one just because the other ones just kind of trigger me. I can't deal with this. I don't know what's going on there. That's just cruel. You can't do this to me. Alright, our selection of augments isn't all that good, but that's alright. Let's get, what? A Voodoo Restoration? Why not? Just double down on it. We can stick that on the IO. So you can see now the IO has an additional ability. We can just put abilities on units. It's a really big part of the mode. You kind of want to customize your heroes, right? We also don't have really anything else that's good, so we might as well go with that, right? I kind of want to reposition this a little bit, because as it stands, I feel like my Witch Doctor is just wasting his ultimate, and that's not good. Because, you know, it's a level 26 Witch Doctor, so we want to make sure we're getting value out of that. Yeah. Alright. Now, the synergy system I do actually kind of think is interesting, right? Like, you can get your synergies going on there. They get pretty powerful as well. They're kind of complex. Like, that's maybe a bit of a downside. But the upside is also, like, at most, you're probably going to have 2 synergies per game. Like, you can have more, but if you get more, you can't really get them to a high level, right? So, usually, I find myself limiting it to 2 synergies. But, yeah. Are we losing? Are we winning? I think we're winning, right? Witch Doctor just critting things down with his enormous right-click power. That's my guy. Look at this dude, just beating people up. Very good. Very good. Winter Wyvern, that would be nice, but I don't think we're particularly fast. Let's level up here. Aghanim Scepter is very good. Let me check somewhere. So, Hero Pool, does this tell us the... Yes, there's the equipment as well. There is Aghanim's Blessing, so I don't think we need to lock for an Aghanim's. We can find that later. I don't know if I want to lock in general. We do kind of need a right-clicker. I don't have a right-clicker. I'm feeling like we can maybe get out of this guy What does this do? It turns a unit into an assassin. So this is useless. Okay, well that's good to know. The thing is that in this shop, we actually got Sniper and Fervor, which is a very powerful combination. But I'm not too sure. Putch, is Putch being contested? Putch is being contested, yeah. We probably want to get out of Putch. That seems like a fairly safe thing to do here. Get out of Putch and see if we can maybe find a different tank that makes sense. Ooh, we lost the fight? Oh, not yet? Nah, there we go. Witch Doctor couldn't quite carry. Okay. So, we're at max level now, so we can find stuff. I'll get the Aghanim Scepter now. It's a lot cheaper if we don't lock for it, right? Chaos Knight. Chaos Knight seems fun. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong button. I clicked where it is in Atomic War. No, Chaos Knight is being contested. 9. Yeah, that's too many. Alright, roll one more. Shredder, that's definitely contested. But I might just get out of this for now, so I can buy the Witch Doctor. We do want to lock this. Put this on the Witch Doctor. We have a Satanic. We can put that on the Bristleback. You know, funnily enough, if we get our IO to a high enough level, right, then eventually IO is gonna act as a sort of right-clicker. Who knows? Maybe that's the way we go here. This guy has a Taunt Totem. You can get those, which is kind of a fun little addition. And here's our Witch Doctor. Yeah, that's what I like to see. Just absolutely tearing people apart. That's what he's here for. Alright, get the Wisp. So now Aghanims, we do probably want that. And Marcy's a warrior, not a tank. We are looking for tanks. This Putch again. Abaddon. How about Abaddon? If I get Abaddon, I can kind of get out of Winter Wyvern. No, Abaddon is being taken as well. All of the tanks are being contested. Man, wait. Timbersaw isn't? I thought Timbersaw... Didn't I fight a Timbersaw a little bit ago? Oh, maybe not. Alright, Spell Amp, Mana, Skill Crit Rate, Spell Lifesteal. So this seems mostly good for our Bristleback, actually. Which isn't really necessarily the hero you would expect to put your hardcore casting items on, but hey, why not? So Bristleback, Spell Lifesteal is good, Spell Crit is good, let's give him some power. And I mean, if he wants to attack, he can attack. We get Equipment Treasure level 2. Necronomicon, that isn't particularly useful. We won't care too much about this. Io is good. Winter Wyvern is good. And I guess Bristleback, right? So everything costs less gold now? Damn, that's crazy. I mean, I know that's what we got, but that's still really good. Really good. Alright, put this here. Aghanims also goes on Bristleback. This Necro Book. I mean, I'll put it on Bristleback for now, but we're almost certainly gonna sell it. And then I have this. Drag to the hero equipment bar to use. Randomly change to another hero with the same positioning. So positioning is your origins here. Tank, auxiliary, shooter, mage. So what I can do with this is, you know, turn one of my units into a different unit. I don't know who I would want to do that with. I mean, Witch Doctor is pretty good. I don't know, is Witch Doctor worth... I could roll the Witch Doctor into just a random level 30 unit. That's probably better than him. What do we have here? No, Witch Doctor is good. We'll keep Witch Doctor. We'll keep Witch Doctor. Alright, I'm still looking for it. Fuck it, I guess we're Chaos Knight. We got 14 Chaos Knights. Alright. I hear ya, game. I hear ya. Let's get a Moon Shard. We sell the Necronomicon, and I think we buy nothing here. Probably just give another roll. We have free gold. There's another Ogre Secret and a Moon Shard. So many things. Alright. We lock that. Ogre Book. Moon Shard. Moon Shard goes on Bristleback, right? Oh, it's Ogre Book in this. It's not Ogre Secret. Sorry, it's a different thing. Right, do I actually need these? I do want the Moon Shard. How much does this sell for? Only for 1. Yeah, that makes sense. Can I sell this? I can. Ah, nice. Okay, very good. Let's put the Moon Shard on Io. Ah, I can't do it right now. But I think Moonshot on IO makes sense because I'm actually going to turn this IO into some sort of right-click build eventually. Right? And this Ogre Book, probably just selling it again. I mean, a bit of a waste of money, but I don't know if we have a hero where it really makes sense. Maybe it's good on Witch Doctor. Ah, it's probably alright on Witch Doctor. Yeah, let's just put it there. In the store, it says Ogre Secret. Oh, it does say Ogre Secret. Alright, alright. Are we losing here? Yeah. Okay, then. So, Heart is good. Heart is very good. Corrosive Skin, probably not. Get the Winter Wyvern. Aftershock, yeah. It's God tier for Bristleback. Put the Heart here. Put this on the Witch Doctor. Moonshard comes on you. Then we roll. We get Chaos Knight. We have 2 gold for BKB. That seems like a good choice. Put this here. Very nice. Very nice. Now, you may notice that this is not a Reaver. It's not. It's not a Reaver. This is not an Eagle Song. And this is not really an Evelance. Kind of an Evelance, right? This is a Daedalus, but not really. Like, it's different. A lot of items in this game are not their normal Dota counterparts. They're just slightly different. Now, personally, I find that makes this game mode a lot harder to play than it really needs to be. It's just kind of confusing because you see a normal Dota item and you think to yourself, oh, well, that's a normal Dota item. And then you go to buy it and it just does something entirely different. And there's not really a trick to it. What they do is completely arbitrary. You just have to kind of... What is this? Okay, I throw a dice. I got 9 gold. Nice, thank you. Aghanim Shard, we put that on the Bristleback. That's very good. Very good. Alright, roll. See, this right here, this is completely different. But it does have some fun effects. We could maybe put this on the Bristleback. Alright, Satanic comes in over here. This is 20% skill critical rate and 20% spell amp. Oh. That's not actually what I thought it was going to be. Could Pulverize. I don't think I care about Pulverize. We get the Winter Wyvern. Aghanim Scepter. Who do I care about there? I mean, the IO spirits seem to be spawning endlessly anyway, so I don't think that's particularly important. I'm going to get Glaze and I'm going to stick these on IO. Again, genuinely, my plan here is to make IO some sort of carry. That's what we're doing. That's what IO is for. We can customize our IO however we like. And I would like a carry. Thank you. Alright. Bristleback, please stun him to death. That's what I like to see. Oh. This is why we put Aftershock on Bristleback. Oh yes, that's for sure. Alright, so I think I get rid of the Witch Doctor healing. That's not really working out the way I wanted it to. It's not particularly effective. So BKB, we put this here, we put crits down here. BKB on the Witch Doctor makes sense to me. Summoner's Crown, don't care. Soul Cross, that's not in a Soul Cross. That does something entirely different. So we're just going to skip that for now. Aghanim's Shard. Aghanim's Shard seems good. Because we have Thurber here as well. We've got 5 gold. Aghanim's Scepter. This right here is nice. Reduces damage that nearby allies take. And then Aghanim's Scepter probably on the Chaos Knight is not a terrible idea, right? Yeah, that seems sensible enough. Eventually we gotta get some value out of this Winter Wyvern too, but we're working on it. We're working on it. Alright, IO warped away. Right? No, IO died. I mean, I guess in a way it warped away. It's not in the way that I wanted it to. Damn, this guy goes hard. That's brutal. Cool. On IO? Instead of glaze? Fuck it, we ball. Alright, that's fine. My IO is not a very efficient IO. I'm gonna be honest with you. We've just kind of been taking stuff and probably could have, should have done this in a way that was a bit more gold efficient. Oh, I'm out of money. Do I care about another BKB? I think I do. We sell this, right? Get another BKB. But at the same time, hey, we got ourselves kind of a weird IO. That's alright. We got cool. We got a fervor. Oh, can I just say one thing? This ability is pronounced coup de grace. It's not coup de grace. I have made that same mistake for many years. It's actually a really common error that people make. That they pronounce this coup de grace. And it's because people think it just sounds more French that way. But it's not. It's coup de grace. It's just... That's... I looked that shit up. I researched that shit before I made the Phantom Assassin video. And that's, you know. Anyway. Because when I made the Phantom Assassin video, I had a bunch of people telling me that I'm pronouncing it wrong. And I'm like, no! You're pronouncing it wrong. Sange? I guess. I mean, it's just an item, right? I'm still just kind of trying to get my guys to max level here. Ex Machina. I think I move stuff over to the IO now. And then this only works on warriors. This only works on mages. This only works on auxiliary. Alright, we have Wyvern who doesn't have any items yet. So that's fine. So, these creep rounds are a nice addition, by the way. I enjoy creep rounds in auto chesses. They are a really nice moment of relief. Ooh, what is this? Make somebody into an auxiliary unit. I mean, I don't need it though, right? We don't need another auxiliary unit. Do we get rid of return? In favor of grow? No, return is really good. Don't be silly. Don't be silly. Where's my IOs? Man, I'm not finding these. Oh, that sucks. Dandelion amulet. It's just a high tier item. So bristle back. Looking for IOs. Looking for IOs. Are levels early on heroes better than items? The thing is that, generally speaking, so no, but it depends on the level of item, right? You need a certain level of hero, but you also want to make sure they have a certain baseline strength of items. It's a bit tricky. It really comes down to like how your game is going. There isn't like a one clear answer to it. Sorry, I know that's not super helpful. But in these types of modes, you really just kind of have to evaluate based on how the current game is going and what you need in the current game. You can't just like universally say, oh, leveling items is better than leveling, or like buying items is better than leveling up the heroes, or the other way around. Although I personally think that usually what you want is you want one hero to be a high level so that you then have a unit you can put the items on, right? Like you saw in this game, I leveled up the Witch Doctor early. And that's just kind of like what happened naturally. I didn't like aim for that. That just happened. But as I leveled up the Witch Doctor, I then put my items on the Witch Doctor. So my leveling, my items were decided based on how I was leveling up. And that's just kind of like how you have to think about it a little bit. Right? Ooh, that was scary. Alright, come on, get close enough to stun. Get him, Io! Get him! Oh, Io couldn't. I mean, we still win, but... Alright, give me that Ior. Yes! Level 26, did we get it? No, that's the wrong talent. Let me just bowl for it. We don't need this, actually. Oh. That's a shame. I mean, we probably win because we were really strong, but I would have liked to get the level 30 IO because it's just kind of funny. I mean, I'm sort of memeing with my IO build, but it's not bad. Like, my IO is actually doing okay, right? It's funny that Chaos Knight did the most damage in that last fight. That's how it goes. But yeah, I like these kind of creep rounds. I think creep rounds always just kind of give you this nice moment of break. And sure, like maybe they lengthen the game a bit, but I'm not so fussed about that. Oh my god, look at that troll warlord in the back. Yeah, I mean, the troll doesn't stand much of a chance. And there we go. We got it! Easy dub. Easy win. You can see our lineup up here. We have statistics, which are very similar to statistics from a different game. Our Witch Doctor actually had the highest total damage output. That's kind of fun. I mean, he did carry us through a lot of the early game, right? And then later on, it was a lot more split. We've got the Winter Wyvern, the Bristleback. Like, our units, generally speaking, when I play these kinds of modes, my damage tends to be kind of lower than other people, which is odd, but it's mostly because I split my damage a lot more. I don't like having just a single powerful unit. I like having multiple powerful units. Anyway, that's the mode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Now you know how it works. If you did enjoy it, then please don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. We'd definitely appreciate that. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.